It's not really a magnet to me, but is this metal?
We'll see. I'm not sure if it's a if the it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean this. Is that metal?
I believe it is. I see the magnet's not right here. See right here. Sure that what are these screws? Something around the screws.
I prefer
The
this
knobs?
maybe not a magnet because it's not like this, even though it's metal, right?
Yeah, happy.
May not be a magnet, or it may not be.
The amount of times I've had to shift my mind from worry.
Wait a second. Where we go?
Uh, over there by the music. Is that it?
Oh
So much. I've had to shift my mind from worry so much this week.
sometimes I bring my things around.
And I kept saying, well, it's going to work out because it always works out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it's going to work out because it always works out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it always works out. So it's going to work out. You know, that's what I kept bringing my mind back to because, again, when we focus on growth and stress leads to dis-ease, right? Body imbalances. And I just didn't want that. It's like, the quote, like, worrying is such a horrible use of your imagination or something like that. Like, the imagination is a higher faculty to help co create and choose the reality that we want. So, worrying does not support us. It's fear, and fear is inverted faith, and it doesn't support us. So, I did a lot of bringing my mind back to okay, it's going to work out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it always works out. It's going to work out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it always works out. And I just got, hey, James, I just got the cash flow in to confirm that it's working out. So, may you, James? I'm not here for Poppy Show, so you go for that, and share YouTube. Share that. Come and send that to me on a IG. I'll check it out. Send that link when you do that. Okay, since that's what you're into. Mhm. Danielle, I hope Danielle and Samantha comes back. We were connecting yesterday with the Oracle cards, and we didn't do these three because the other two from the Sacred Feminine Oracle deck was so empowering, and it was thorough. Like there was a lot that we were talking about. So the three here, feeling safe, Tituba, celestial alignment, I- igno, inoko, nyoko sazana. Don't know fully sure. Okay. And then we have abolnimba, harvest. And again, I am interested in learning more about African goddesses, Afrakan goddesses. So that is why I got this set. Very grateful. Facebook Marketplace. And again, worrying is not a great use of our imagination. So just keep doing what I did this week, which was, and again, it was mostly around money things, right? So I just kept focusing on the fact that I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it always works out. So it's going to work out. Like affirmation takeaway, mindset, focus on like, it's really supportive to not like worry. Really supportive.
And to not be stressed
Okay. All right. Tituba, number one, feeling safe. I mean, number four in the book. The goddess of feeling safe. Barbados, Guyana, Salem.
Tomato. Tomato.
Temple, ancestors, the element, air. Yeah. Great ancestress Tituba was an enslaved Caribbean woman who was the first person accused in the 1692 Salem witch trials. Listen, I'm not sure of my history, right? So if that is accurate, I'm not sure because I haven't learned about it. But wow, to start off the book and start off the deck, because this is the first time ever pulling from the deck. So wow to that being the first card to come up, especially when I talk mostly often about internal felt safety and our responsibility to bring that back to our bodies. Uh, and you know you hear it for nervous system regulation. If you've ever tuned into polyvagal theory, right, talking about the vagus nerve. If you go into anything with psychosomatics, mind and body, rewiring, you are going to learn about activating and restoring internal felt safety. It's terminology that I was taught by Dr. Nikki Elliott, who just created an incredible book out on Amazon, who she partnered with the main like doctor leading in the polyvagal theory. And I did a training with her via my Peace for Kids family. Peace for Kids is a nonprofit for youth in foster care. I've been with them for over a decade. They've been around for nearing 3 decades. And the program that she teaches and guides people in is called Heart Centered Connectors. And ultimately, it is you regulating your nervous system to interact and co regulate with others, especially children.
And that's something that could block a path. And
Think it's a master plan.
that that can make this jump.
Okay, I see you. You are removed, sis. We do not talk about Jesus here. Girl, bye.
Hey, how about this?
We are source. We talk about source. Now you can call it God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever you business. I don't business. But what you're not gonna do is talk about, bring your programming in here into our subconscious. Please go to the next, switch on to the next live for that. And Andy, this is a
Maybe I should do something more solid.
okay. I see.
Like another one.
Yeah, I see you figuring it out. Proud of you.
But the mechanism, it just rolled over.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like flat.
Exactamente. Exactamente.
Remember?
I like those hands, no bradas. Those are cool.
Let me see.
Okay, so she was most likely kidnapped from right here, the Guyana region in South America, and then sold through a Barbados plantation. Synchronicity for this for me is one of my sis, who is coming to my mind today. Such heart connect, and we were in a private shelter together. She's from Guyana, and I wasn't aware how close Guyanese and Jamaicans were, and I'm Jamaican, and I was yeah, like she's such a vibe. And spirit been sending her my way recently, like when I got low vibratory and I saw myself like I'm like being aware of how my vibes are going lower, and I'm like, I don't want that. And like source, I don't want to shift into low vibrations, like 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 okay, I'm grateful for da 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 da, because gratitude helped to bring the vibrations, but also when you like battling, it's like the mind, power of your mind, controlling your mind from going where you don't want it to go. And then I saw this place, Mahmoud Falafel, and she put me on to that place, and I was like, oh my goodness, thank you, spirit, like thank you, I will call her. And I don't tune into humans to cheer me up. I'm the spirit lifter. So I was so grateful that she was someone that I could tune into to immediately help lift my vibrations. But yeah, she's Guyanese. ah, no brothers, keep up. What is that? Oh, it's a thumbs up. I love these emojis. Where are you getting these from, sis? Are you bro? Hey, look up. No, you a sis from your profile pic. ASAP. I'm from Planet Lovetron, sweetie. Where are you from? To Tuba's guidance, it is finally safe
Also,
to be you.
I have.
Swipe your mouth down. Keep it eating, okay? You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. There is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. That gets me emotional.
Hmm. Maybe that bowl of sheep butter might do the trick.
That gets me emotional.
I'm going to use all solid objects. Test them out for my purple monster truck and see if they can make it jump.
Okay, just test that theory out. First and foremost, my business years ago that before I made my business, like actually registered my business this year, which is Generational Sovereignty LLC. It was first, and which my email address is, my Cash App, my this, like that, like so many of my usernames is love you being you. And that came to me because you have to love yourself being yourself. So even now, like one of my taglines is like belonging within. Because again, you got to belong to yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to appreciate yourself. You got to honor yourself. You got to applaud yourself. You do not look for external things or need external things when you do it for yourself and source within you. Period. And women, required so much because like you do not need no validation from no male body being. So and then the you have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. Your trip has been long. We have been in the shelter since August. Well, we're not in the shelter anymore as of 2 weeks ago. But we were in the shelter. I'm proud of you.
I was like, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
Going on to that pole.
Mm-hmm. That was such courage you evoked.
I was first scared.
Mm-hmm. So since August of 2023, and I've been on my own since 17, so almost 2 decades ago.
Oh,
And I've never leaned on the government the way I leaned on in it in the past couple years. And that's because, again, as I've shared here, I didn't ensure that I was financially stable and financially secure before becoming impregnated, right? And even before becoming impregnated, before dealing with male bodied beings. That's what you're not going to use. Thanks. So, uh, yeah, I didn't do so. And I've had multiple opportunities to be financially secure, and I didn't go down the route, life insurance, forex trading, etc. Um, and yeah, so it's when we got out, when we moved, I was just like, this feels like it was a long time coming, like literally, yeesh, yeesh, like, why does, like this really felt so long and navigating the shelter system in New York City, baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, here, embodiment, the advocacy and agency you got to have for yourself. They wanted to put us in a studio. I got us in a 1 bedroom. Like they really tried to play me in my face multiple times. You gotta step on next out here because nobody gonna do for you like you do for you and your family. Okay, embodiment. You deserve to feel secure, right? It's your birthright. It's our birthright to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Noah sis, that's her business name, at home in your body. Tune in with her for, services in regards to that. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Y'all know the statement, everything is a win when the goal is to experience.
Yes.
Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love, right? So many people do not feel free to be themselves around bloodline family members or other people that they claim love them and that they love or claim to love. And then feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. Oh, that's what's my tummy a bit because I do have that like feeling overall. And then it's also, the other aspect of like, well, source could drop it like it's hot whenever. But I really don't feel like how people think of what's the one? Not daylight savings. What's the world come to an end because you're not taking care of the planet? That one. It's like, I don't God, I see that you're upset. I see that you're I see that you're sad about not being able to create something to help with uh seeing your theory through, right? Yeah, there are multiple different areas here that you have available to you to play and to explore and to have fun with. So if bringing down your trucks to the park is making you have less fun, then maybe we should stop bringing your trucks to the park so you are just able to play with the park and stay in your happiness frequency.
Well, it's because that none of those solid objects I used made this truck jump.
I understand. I understand that. So are you going to sit here at the park and be sad about that and huff and puff about not being able to accomplish that goal?
Well, not all the time at this.
Okay, well, enjoy that. If that's what you want to sit in and stew in that, enjoy that.
Wait a second. Uh, I think if when you're done, we could go in the children's room.
Okay, continue to eat your food. So yeah, I don't feel like the earth is going to drop out of the sky. That's just me. I just don't feel like Source would want to do that. If anything, I feel like another planet would become exposed to us in thousands of years and we travel there. Like I just feel like Source would just constantly, the universe is expanding. I feel like Source constantly want to expand, not to explode and implode on the things that it already built and stabilized. That's just me. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically, or financially, it doesn't say it here, or financially unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. And also, let's put mentally unsafe, because that's where most of us mental, the mind, the mind, the mind, the mind, the mind, the mind. All there's a law. All is the mind. All is the mind. All is the mind. Everything here was created from somebody's mind. From up in here, which actually is connected to the source and all that is. Source is the source of everything, which whoever you call it, God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Mama, whatever, is the creator, the center, the source of all things that exist. So you tapped into source and you created the war, you created the Hitler, you created the this, you created the buildings, you created the infrastructure, you created the system, you created whatever. Yeah, ultimately it is our power to be able to tune into our mind, control our mind, and navigate our mind towards what we desire on this planet while we are on this planet. Each individual has that power. Each individual has the power and the power and the access to live their most healthiest and wealthiest life. There are no excuses, alibis, or reasons. The reason that you're not doing it is because you're not tuned into source within. That's it. It's not because of the government. It's not because of what your parents did to you. It's not because you're disabled. It's not because blah 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 blah. Who was around for the reading in the Power of Your Subconscious Mind, where they talked about the fire, the Great Fire in San Francisco? John will remember the year. And what happened was people who were disabled, crippled, laymen in bed, this is the terms they use, got up and started helping people? How out of nowhere you could just get up and start helping people? Okay, because the power and the accessibility is always living within. It's always. If you grew up, oh, excuse me, goddess declaration. I am safe. It is safe to be safe. I am safe. It is safe to be safe. Mm. Mind you, again, that's really challenging for many of us, especially women who live in a world where men will attack you if you don't smile back at them. That's another talk for another day because not men, excuse me, male body beings, because men wouldn't do that. Male body beings, trauma filled, alpha, all of that, don't know they up from they left, don't got no discipline, sexual deviance, all these things. Yeah, yeah, them. That's a male bodied being, baby. That's the terminology I chose. Okay, number 41, celestial alignment. Goddess of celestial alignment, Zulu, South Africa. The temple is the high priestesses, the element, water. In Nkosazana is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. Remember over here, we do humanity with an E, Hue, hues, all shades of melanin. Okay. She dwells in all, even if you AKA white, you are a shade of melanin. Melanin. You melanin and feel melanin. It's all melanin. She dwells in foaming waters, but is known as the heavenly princess. As above, so below. It's celestial alignment. Here's the guidance. Our natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. And this reminds me of when I started my coherence channel on Telegram back in November.
Rope with no hand, and that was super scary, but I did it. I only did a few parts of it without hands.
Oh,
And that was a little scary.
how you feeling about that?
A bit great, but also a little bit scared about that. A little more scariness. Scared. Swing.
So coherence is being in alignment with source, mind, body, and spirit. And that's where like that energy came to mind, alignment, coherence. And then when it comes to like heart math, if we look tune into Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza healed his spine with his mind. Spine, mind. Like just like 9 out of 10 of y'all are not even familiar with the power of the mind and what it can do. So I love to talk about like that Heal documentary with Dr. Joe Dispenza and tons of others because it's like we really have massive power within. We're not talking about human power, bruh. We're not talking about human power, sis. It's a source power, source within yourself that resides within you. We're not talking about you leaning on your own human reserves and your own ego and your own willpower, or excuse me, not willpower, what's the thing? Free will. You take your free will to align with source's will. That's what I'm saying. Align with God's will. What God wants for me is what I want for me because God, source, Allah, Buddha, Krishna wants to give you what you want or more. Wants to give you what you want or better. Yet we live in a world that has made us like just shut down and limit what we want. Write down what you want. Like literally write down what you want in life and get more clear because many just I'ma just keep going to work, paying these bills, come back home, watch the TV, scroll, like it's like this cycle of like I just gonna live. I just want to live at least. I want to survive. Like that's it. Like all that you can experience, all that source can experience through you, and that's all you're gonna give source. That's all you're gonna give to source within you. That life, come on, you slapping source in the face. You slapping God in the face doing like that. It's not all right. Embodiment. How do you want to feel? How does it feel? This is spirit. This D'Angelo spirit. Rest in all the peace, power, and presence. Infinitely. We'll be jamming to D'Angelo infinitely. Feeling, it's almost in every convo we talk about. Everything goes back to the feel. And like we said with the first card, feeling safe. You want to feel safe. So what does feeling safe look like for you? Like let that be your journal prompt. Let that be something you write about. Like what does it look like in life? Whether it's, oh, I don't stress about money. That makes me feel safe. Write that down. Okay? So you think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Okay. Yet you want to tune into both because when you tune into what you want, you're tuning into what having that is going to feel like for you. So when you do meditation and visualizations, everyone is going to tell you to tune into the feel of it. Most meditations, when I'm really going in, like, and visualizing my future, I'm 9 out of 10 crying because I'm so filled with gratitude.
Mm, I need hydration. Up here is really hot.
Here you go. Uh,
Thanks.
Melissa, you're not sure what you're speaking of. Okay. Um, yeah. So, expound. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God slash goddess. Goddess declaration. I'm always being guided in the right direction. Okay. My son, God, is over there playing with a toddler. And I've said this before, but I just love how he's just so flexible to play with almost any age range. I mean, teens, from toddler to teens. God is tuned in, and he's adaptable, adaptable to play with anybody. Okay, now the harvest. Let's do that. What number was that? 46? 43. Okay. All right. Nimba, goddess of harvest. Baga, Guinea, temple. We're in the high priestess energy again. Elements, water.
I think someone say God softly.
I did.
Oh.
But I was reading. I wasn't calling. Oh, and I spoke about you. I said your name. Yeah, but I wasn't calling it.
Oh.
So yeah, you did hear me though.
Just say in the book.
Yeah, saying it in the book, and then I was speaking about how adaptable you are with whoever you're playing with, whether it's a toddler to a teen. So proud of you. So happy for you.
Well, that one is a baby.
Yeah, he's just walking, so somewhere between 1 and 2. All right. Element is water. So you with water again. This month for my June habits, it's been to drink a bottle of water a day because I love watermelons and I love coconut water. Like I love fruits that give their juice via water. Albol is a baga fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together, they embody the sacred feminine and abundance. Give thanks. You are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pay attention. Pray attention. Okay. Pay attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. Embodiment. Harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessings of you being here another day on this earth, that is all harvest. Right? You wake up, you say gratitude to my $1 billion birthday life. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and great will can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? The declaration, we are prospering. We are always prospering. I have my journal here to go into that afterwards. And we came. They're so cute. Like sitting at the together, drinking their water. Oh my gosh. And then of course, guys talking to the adult as well, like back and forth. But listen, we saw this apartment or one of these, not the one we live in. We saw another one on the first floor actually. We live way higher up now. They put us even higher though. But we saw a place in January. In January, they put us and they were showing us a studio. They wanted us to be in a studio. I wasn't settling for that. Uh, but I felt like it. I felt the anxiety around it. I felt the fear around, if I don't accept what they're giving me, then we won't be able to move into this luxurious building at all. And there was a lot of conversation, a lot of work, a lot of breath work, a lot of mental shift, a lot of everything that I had to do, meditation, visualization, like so much to stay into an alignment with like, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And again, we were in the shelter from August 2023 and we got to and that was private first. And then we got to the public shelter in April of 2025. It is now June of 2026. August of 2025 was when I committed to myself and said, listen, by August of 2026, we're going to be out of the shelter. We're going to be world schooling. I said, whether we have a home or not, we are out. We outside. Like I'm done. 3 years is my maximum. I can't. I literally, I barely was a camp for them. It's like, I can't. I said, I would prefer to go to another country and figure out it there and focus on my trading and like get to it with abundant with fruits and vegetables, nutrient rich soil, being by the nature and water and all these things, rather than staying in New York in a shelter. I was just like, I was that was me. So August 23rd, 2025, that's when I committed to my 1,000-day meditation. It's day 301 today. And committed to my inner child and committed to clearing the resistance that was um was installed and wired in me that blocked source abundance. And I'm still working through that and growing through that and feeling safe in the abundance that I am, what I deserve, what's my right. Because shorties out here would make would want, especially honey, they would want us to feel like it's not our right to be abundant. It's our right to be up under somebody. It's our right to be married and wielding tons of children and whatever he gives. Oh, gratitude for that. While you slaving, while you still another version of being enslaved. No, highly melanated people. Come on, you already know what time it is. Like it is not it to be enslaved. Sovereignty is where it's at, and sovereignty means tapping into source within and tapping into our abundance. So that's my focus. And that's what I've been focused on. And that's how we got here because I kept visualizing being in a luxury apartment. And I actually had experience being in it because one of my sis years ago in the autumn of 2023, someone I met via the software engineer program, uh, she lived in like one of the most amenity rich and luxurious apartments in New York. And via, coming out the shelter system. And I was like, oh snap, like I wasn't even aware this was a possibility. And she made it a possibility for me. And then she made that awareness of that possibility for me. And ever since, I knew that's where I wanted us to be. I knew I wanted us to come from a shelter and go into a luxurious unit. And that's what we did. That's the harvest, and I planted those seeds. I meditated, I meditated, I meditated, I meditated, I visualized, I visualized, I visualized, I cried, I journaled, I assumed, I assumed, I assumed, I expected, like
I only have a little bit of water left.
because
I fertilized the plants.
so yeah, very grateful. Now my energy is about to look real cutie next week, honey. I'm about to do my hair over.
And
And
about
God's
the
here too.
children's room.
I continue eating that oatmeal, God. I keep asking you the same thing, and you say you want to go to the pool. I tell you we're not going to the pool until after you eat.
Oh. Oh.
I want to go to the beach. I want to do all these things. We're not doing anything without filling our bellies up because we're not going to go there. You talking about, oh, well, now I'm hungry. Well, you're supposed to eat at home, but you were so focused on playing. So if you're not able to focus on taking care of your body with your food intake, then we go back home, go back upstairs, and you finish your food, and then we come back out. All right, y'all. What you focus on grows. Peace, love, prosperity, and power for generations to come. Thank you for joining me today. And I wish you tapped in, tuned in, and turned on with source within you. TTYS. Peace.